your professor, Professor Smith. And I just wanted to kind of make this video to acknowledge the current uprising that's happening in our country as a result of the brutal murder um, by the state of Mr. George Floyd. Now, I know everyone has recognized this name because of the past few weeks since his murder. There have been numerous protests, requests to defund police, requests to change the policies. Um, However, I just wanted to give a little bit of background on how Black history is also important to this movement. Um, and you'll see this by the end of the term. The first thing I want to just say is Black history courses like this class was born out of an uprising across campus, across university and college campuses. This was an uprising that was started and led by students just like yourselves. It was then supported by faculty and staff of those universities and colleges, and also by other student groups that felt that it was only just for the establishment of a Black Studies and then eventually the establishment of an Ethnic Studies department program on these college campuses. The reason I'm saying this is because a lot of the changes that we've received as Black people in this country has come as a direct result of uprisings, of demanding that we are seen as human, that demanding that our culture is seen as not only relevant to current society, but also important for our history, for people of color's history. And so I wanted to acknowledge um, that the uprisings that you're seeing today, it's not new. These are not new, right? Black Lives Matter, the name is new. The movement is not new, right? We have been fighting for liberation within this country from the very beginning. You will see a lot of the situations, a lot of the injustice within your textbook that you're seeing currently today. Now, the end of the Civil War was 1865. I don't need to tell you that we are now in 2020 and Black people are still fighting to be seen as human beings. Our skin has been constructed as a weapon. When people see us, they fear us because they have been taught to fear us. In fact, fear is the root of all control. How do we control an entire society? We create fear. This is why we have been fighting for centuries to be seen as human. If you are one of the proponents of all lives matter, I hope that you are have more clarity after taking this class, because the issue is not that we as Black people don't think everyone lives matter. The issue is that this country and people who run this country, because the country is an inanimate object, it is the people, actual other human beings who have created these policies and these structures aimed at ensuring that Black people stay at the bottom of our racial case system, because we do live in a case system that is both racialized and um, is founded on classism. You don't have to take my word for it. You can look at the data yourself. I hope that those people who are very um, confused about this time, who are unclear about why Black people are yelling, are screaming Black Lives Matter, that after you take this class, you understand that Black people living in the United States, and really Black people worldwide, because this concept of racism is not exclusive to the United States. I invite everyone to really engage with the content that I provide you, because at the end of this, you will understand why we say Black Lives Matter.